A tour of the cell. Beginning from the outside, we have the cell membrane. This is composed of proteins and lipids and has three major functions. First, it serves to provide shape and protection to the cell. Secondly, it helps with communication. And lastly, the membrane is semi-permeable and selectively permeable, allowing only certain things to enter or exit the cell. The hydrophilic and hydrophobic aspects of the membrane allow it to be fluid and slightly flexible, while the embedded cholesterol molecules provide the cell with rigidity. Next, we will move to the nucleus. This is the largest organelle and is visible under a microscope. The nucleus is the control center of the cell, holding the DNA for the body. The nucleus also contains the nucleolus, which produces the ribosomes, which we will discuss later on. Next is the endoplasmic reticulum, or the ER. The ER has extensive channels called cisternae that are all interconnected. The ER has both rough and smooth sections. The rough ER contains the ribosomes, while the smooth ER is more tubular and does not contain any ribosomes. The smooth ER is responsible for detoxifying the cytoplasm of the cell. We now have the ribosomes. These are the small organelles that are produced by the nucleolus and are housed on the rough ER. These organelles read genetic material and produce and assemble proteins and peptides that are specific by the code that was read. Next is the Golgi complex. This organelle is also composed of cisternae and receives the synthesized proteins from the rough ER. It puts the final touches on and transports them through the cytoplasm. The Golgi complex is also responsible for carbohydrate synthesis. Next, we have the lysosomes. These are vesicles that bud off the Golgi complex. The lysosomes are responsible for the breakdown of various particles and organelles. This is done because of the digestive enzymes that they contain. An example of one type of breakdown is the breakdown of glycogen in the liver to release glucose into the bloodstream. Next are the perioxomes. These organelles resemble lysosomes, and they are produced by the ER, or the endoplasmic reticulum. These perioxomes detoxify the cells by oxidizing organic molecules, which produce hydrogen peroxide. The mitochondria are oval with internal folds called cristae. The mitochondria is given the name of the powerhouse of the cell because of its ATP production. The cristae help increase the surface area of the organelle to allow for even more ATP production. Lastly, we have the centrioles. These are paired organelles that contain microtubules. The centrioles function during cell division, and this is done by the microtubules moving and arranging the components of the cell to ensure that everything divides equally.